What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video of the Point After Podcast. Here today talking about Tennessee versus LSU. And ultimately, what is Tennessee going to have to do to go into Baton Rouge and come away with a victory in this cross-divisional matchup for the SEC? Looking at the two quarterbacks, they're pretty close. I think this is the best we've seen Jaden Daniels play all year. Hendon Hooker is on his way to a Heisman campaign if he keeps this up. I think he probably needs to throw a couple more touchdowns if he wants to win the Heisman, but so far so good. 81 for 113, just under 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels playing a lot better than he played his whole tenure at Arizona State. The backfield for Tennessee with Wright and God, I can't think of the other running back's name right now. Let me click that really quick because I don't want to sound stupid. I'm just drawing a blank. Small, it's Jabari Small. Both of them are playing really well. Jalen Wright's got 256 yards. Jaden Daniels is actually the leading rusher for LSU with over 300. Kind of a DTR-esque quarterback. To me, these teams are really even. I can read you off stats off ESPN all day. Ultimately, it's a little bit deeper to me than that. And Tennessee's a 2.5-point favorite in this game, even though they are on the road. And what that tells me is if they were at home, that line would probably be about 4.5. A neutral field, it would probably be about 4.5. If they were at home, you're looking at probably a 5.5 or 6-point favorite for Tennessee. So right now, I'm going to take Tennessee against the spread. Come back on Friday if you want my official prediction. But to win this game, LSU is going to have to play a hell of a lot better than they did last week. I'll talk to you about LSU, what they need to do to win this game, and then I'll discuss how Tennessee needs to perform to win this game as well. Ultimately, guys, when you break it down, it's tell the tape. LSU forced Mississippi State to go 3-14 on third down to win that game. Now, keep in mind, Mississippi State just upset number 8, I think, Texas A&M last week. They held Mississippi State to 3.4 yards per carry. Now, keep in mind that is an air raid offense. Mississippi State does not want to run the ball, but Mississippi State also ran for, I think, 6 yards per carry against Texas A&M last weekend. And they won the turnover battle +1. I think it was 2-1 in that game. So doing that again is the recipe for success against Tennessee for LSU. You're number 19 in total defense. You're number 26 in passing yards allowed. You're not +5 in the turnover margin. That's top 20 in the nation, and you're converting on 45% of your third downs. Now, you haven't played the best of teams. Florida State is okay. You played Southern, you played New Mexico, you played Auburn, and again, you did get that win against Mississippi State. If you're LSU, you should be super confident going into this game. Tennessee is coming off a little bit of an extra rest. I don't know where the sharp money is, and I don't know what the public is. If I had to guess, the public is on Tennessee just because it's 8 versus 25, but the public is stupid. You consider the public when it comes to NFL betting. When it comes to college football is a completely different beast. A lot of times the public's own teams to win, and they will win because they should. That's just how college football works. Tennessee, though, if you want to win this game, there's a few things that you're going to have to take advantage of, and the biggest thing to me and why I'm on Tennessee so hard is because the things they're going to have to do to win, they've already done. You're going to have to go on the road to a hostile environment. They've already done that. They played at Pitt and won in overtime. Hell of a performance by the defense where they were the victor 14 out of 18 times on third down. You're also converting on 45% of your third down attempts. You're number 1 in yards per game with 560. I think you're number 1 in probably tempo, yards per second or yards per minute, whatever, or plays per minute, and you're +3 in turnover battle. So what this game is going to come down to is it's going to come down to turnovers, and it's going to come down to third down. You're pretty even on third down. You're pretty even in turnovers. Neither team has thrown an interception all season with your starting quarterback. The difference maker, as mentioned, you're going to have to go play in a hostile environment. You've already done it. Next, you're going to have to shut down a very mobile quarterback. You've already done it. You've done it 2 weeks ago against Anthony Richardson, probably, in my opinion, a more mobile quarterback, more run-heavy quarterback than Daniels is. You held him to 62 yards. You're going to have to do that again. Those are my keys to victory. Outside of turnovers and third down, don't be affected by the hostile environment and shut down their mobile quarterback. And like I said, you've done both. That's why I'm leaning Tennessee. Against Florida, Tennessee was 5.4 yards per carry and 6 for 9 on third down. That's why I'm leaning with Tennessee in this. LSU, I think you're there. I want to pull up LSU's remaining schedule really quick. You play Florida next week. I think that's a very good chance you win that game. It's in the Swamp, but you could still win that one. Then you play Ole Miss and Alabama. Ole Miss, I'm still very hit or miss on. I need to see more from them. I don't think they should have beat Kentucky last week. Texas A&M shouldn't have beat Arkansas. If you play Alabama, that's a loss. I'm sorry. Arkansas, if you get the better of the Arkansas team, I think Arkansas wins that. But then you play UAB, you should win that. And then Texas A&M. I mean, LSU's 4-1. I think you're very well could finish 8-4, 7-5. So there's still a lot of hope for LSU. Tennessee, on the other hand, you're looking at a 10-2, 9-3 season. I think you beat LSU. Sorry, I think you lose to Alabama at home. I do really like your chances in that game. I'll cover that again on Monday, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. UT Martin's a win. Kentucky, I'm not impressed with Kentucky at the moment. I think they're playing a little too sloppy. They played sloppy at the Swamp. They played sloppy against Ole Miss, but now they got to come to Neyland. Okay. Loss against Georgia. I would not be surprised if you beat either Alabama or Georgia. I don't think you beat both, though. Win over Missouri, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt. So, again, 9-3 season for Tennessee. That's kind of what you're looking at. Probably 10-2. But like I said, I think that's pretty much all I got for this video, guys. Tennessee minus 2.5 or the 145 money line is how I'm going to ride in this one. Thank you guys for tuning in. As mentioned just a second ago, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. I got plenty more chances to cover both these teams this season. Tennessee coming up next week, and probably LSU again as well. So let me know in the comment section how you see this game going, and I will see you guys again on Monday.